Guys, what's going on? Hey, say hi. It is Hector and Danny Veiga streaming live from virtual reality. We are here sitting in the park. Always, we got the two people over there chilling on their date with their dogs. But we are going to talk to you about the future of digital marketing. So, Danny, I'm selfishly excited to do this. I have been silently stalking Danny for a couple of years, now maybe about a year since I got into the digital marketing space, and he's really been someone who has helped people to learn the Facebook ad space, but then transition and now is helping them build their agency. And I always look, it's one thing when I see what an influencer is doing, but when I see how their community treats that influencer, that for me is really the determinant of whether or not that person is a good guy. And people seem to ride or die for Danny Veiga. So I'm excited to just hang out with you and do this, dude. So thanks for spending some time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's just cool just to be able to do this with someone else other than yourself. Because I think the audience, right, we're getting a lot of hearts, a lot of likes. They're going to get more value out of this. And I think as people start, getting the equipment and everything like that, it's going to be pretty cool. So I can see the comments as well. So
I'd love for you to introduce yourself, because we're doing this on my page. I'm going to edit the description so people know what we're talking about. But Danny, can you even catch me up on the story? You are, some people might call you a Facebook, guru or a Facebook expert. Some people might call you lots of things, digital marketing, expert. But what can you fill me in and maybe the audience for the few people who don't know who you are, kind of how you got here, and then how you've now been able to build a Facebook group of over 30,000 people. You've got probably hundreds of people in your course. So can you catch us up on the story behind Danny Veiga?
Yeah, Danny Veiga, that's me. What's up, guys? So a lot of you guys know me, what's going on. But for those of you who don't, pretty much been an entrepreneur for about 13 years now. I've had my agency for about a good 10 or 11 years, and really kind of focused on more web design at the beginning, and then slowly transitioned that into a lead generation agency, where then I started teaching people how to run Facebook ads. I actually launched my course about last year, which is the same time that I launched my hustle group. And now my hustle group, I think it's shy of 50,000 people in less than about 14, 15 months.
I love it. So
that's pretty cool.
What's drives you? Well, guys, we're here with Danny Veiga. So if you guys are here, let us know. We can actually see your comments. Danny, why don't you grab a couple of comments there? You can actually grab them and put them out here, and they see it. I think it's backwards for us, but they see it correctly, which is awesome. So guys, if you guys have any comments,
we had to turn it around like this.
You might get some love on here. What drives you, Danny? I always ask people that when they come on and hang out with me, like what is their why? Because there's a lot of things with Facebook going on. We'll probably get into that with the whole thing, but I know I've seen you not to put all your eggs in one basket, or you've mentioned that a few times on your posts. What is driving you, and what's behind all the success that you've kind of built in this kind of very short period?
Yeah, I mean, really the main thing to me is family, of course. My wife, she had a pancreatic attack. So for those of you who don't know, it's your pancreas kind of gets inflamed, and it really messes up your organs and whatnot. So she was hospitalized back in December of 2012, and she had a 20% chance to live. So at that time, I kind of figured, okay, I was still doing the whole web design stuff. I was kind of, a lot of you guys who are doing freelancing and web design kind of understand this, where it's more working like project to project, kind of like a 9 to 5. You still have to rely on your clients. You don't have the retainer, that passive income. And I'm like, I got to do something else. Luckily I had about $10,000 saved in the bank, which lasted me a couple of months, because I lost all my clients at that time. So that was one of the times of my agency where I lost all my clients, and I kind of had to regroup, figure out really what I wanted to do moving forward, where I can have that long-term passive income and really start something fresh, something new, and something that honestly I could enjoy, but I could also help my clients even more.
Mm-hmm.
Because doing websites for clients, there's only so much of actual value that you can provide for them.
Yep.
You're not generating them more business. You're not generating them leads. You're not generating them more bottom line revenue. And so I was like, I really need to do something else. So first off, my family is what drives me, what gives me the motivation to continue further. And I really honestly just like helping people out with just sharing tips and value as I do every day.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to talk about That's the phone in real life. You can go grab that. we're going to talk about the future of digital marketing here. So if you guys think that this stuff is cool, give us some likes, and then throw down any questions that you guys have down there. We can actually see the questions out there. And I'm definitely not white, but I'm not. I'm not gonna.
Are you Mexican?
I'm Mexican. Yeah. Most of my family's from.
I'm half Mexican.
Northern Mexico, though, and I think they don't like. My grandma has blue eyes. She's fairer than me. She's whiter than this avatar and has blue eyes. So it's us Mexicans can have good features too. So guys,
yeah, I'm half Mexican, half Cuban, but I do look white, definitely, for sure.
Well, so let's get into some of this recent Facebook kind of stuff. Are you okay talking about kind of what's been going on and kind of framing it for real? Because I know, like, I woke up this morning and I'm specifically in, my space is the chatbot space, and I had a ton of people who were, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Is this the end of the bots? Because they put a small embargo, short embargo on publishing new bots, and this stemmed from Facebook having this data. I don't want to call it a crisis, because I don't know that anything is necessarily new that people didn't realize. But essentially, they realized that people prior to 2014 were taking this data and doing stupid stuff with it, and they've since changed their policies. But now Facebook is kind of playing catch up. So, Danny, I'm going to throw it to you. From your head, what does this mean for marketers? How should a marketer respond, what just does this mean for a marketer who's building an agency, has clients today in 2018?
Right, and I've actually had this question from a couple of my students and just people just sending me messages. I mean, as a marketer, I understand that we are pretty much wide open to Facebook as far as the data that they receive from us. But I think we need to communicate that, especially to our clients and other business owners, that we can use that data not so much to do harm for others or anything like that, but we use that data that we are permitting that we're giving Facebook permission for, in order to use that for marketing purposes, right? So, but I think in general, like, normal people who are not marketers or don't have a business and run ads on Facebook, they think that with all this that's happening, what was it, the Columbine Analytics, right? Or Analytica? Mm-hmm. That was the company. Yeah. They think I mean, in general, whatever type of security breaches that happen, I mean, it's going to happen either with Facebook, with credit cards. It's really kind of just, we kind of have to accept it, unfortunately, because it's going to happen sometime or later, right? And I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, our data is out there anyways, and I think we just have to communicate that over to our clients, or either our clients or our followers as well, especially for influencers, that it's just a time of kind of the time that we're living in nowadays.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Because the main thing was the calls, right? The calls were being recorded, and a lot of that data. I think we understood that as marketers. Sometimes we talk to our phone with someone, and then the next thing that we know is that we see an ad popping up on the screen. Mm-hmm. About that topic, yep. Right? And that's exactly what they're using. I mean, they were using it for malintention, which is unfortunate. But I mean, we kind of have to work within the realms of what we're able to with Facebook.
Yeah, I think that for me is just big. When people go, oh my goodness, like, this is the end, what are we going to do? And it's like, guys, relax. Like, just keep, like, if anything, this makes it more important for marketers to be, doing things the right way. So, Rachel says that she's intrigued. Guys, if you guys get VR, you can come hang out with us and Danny at the park, or we can, earlier I was showing them,
for sure.
We can put up, we can put up different kinds of, pictures up here. So while we're doing this, let's just find some popular 360 photos. Oh, before you were here, I was playing around at the Eiffel Tower. Check this out. So guys, we can hang out at the Eiffel Tower, which is just kind of cool. So guys, close your eyes if you have motion sickness. But I want to show you, all right? We're hanging out right now at the Eiffel Tower over here, which is just kind of cool. So I'm going to stand here now, which is, I think, is okay.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, it's like literally in front of us, what you guys don't see is like an iPhone in landscape mode. and then we see the comments on the side, and then we see the number of people. And then, of course, as you guys give hearts and likes to Hector's live stream, we get to see all that stuff too, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think if you guys comment an emoji, it'll pop out, and I caught the happy face yesterday, and like it was great. I wonder. Oh, it didn't let me catch.
Sweet.
Yeah, drop an emoji, guys, if you think that this is awesome, and I'm gonna see if I can try and catch it. But let's let's see here. There we go. Comel, what's going on, guys? So if you guys also enjoying this, share this out, because this is something that both Danny and I realized that when we were doing this, that we're one of the few people that have this available, right? It's like me, Danny, and like 2 other people, and like Zuckerberg. So what we want to encourage you guys is to, I think, oh, there it is, look there, look at that, boom!
I got the heart.
There you go. So, and now it's stuck to his head. Oh, I think that you can do lots of right different and fun things in here. So, guys,
actually resize it. Oh, no, I can't resize this one. You can usually resize some things, but not this one though.
It's the future is here, guys. So I was sharing with other people.
Yeah, the future is definitely here.
That this is like Amazon is already creating webinar experiences where you can create your own little digital avatar. You can program what they say, and it actually walks the customer through in a there's another one. Pitching. In a virtual reality experience to actually go through your product and stuff like that. I know that they have doctors who are learning how to like learn the body as they're going through it. So the shit is here, guys. So what are your guys' questions? I think it's time. We can either get into Facebook, we can get into marketing. Danny V here is
bro, get a pizza. I gave a pizza to Hector. Who wants to see Hector eating a pizza? Oh, look, it's on your head.
This is so funny. This is, guys, so I have a pizza on my head now. So I can't have a panda, but I can have a pizza, right? So sorry, Marissa, no panda hat, but there's pizza here. Guys, drop your questions here. We're just kind of hanging out now. Danny has grown a Facebook group to close to 50,000 people, and he's got an agency course. So if you guys have questions here, now's your time to throw them down, whether it's in regards to the whole Facebook stuff, marketing, VR, pizza in VR, whatever you guys want to talk about. We're here for you.
Yeah. This is cool. Have you seen this where you can write and then you can pick it up and move it around?
Yeah. Yesterday, what I did was I posted a picture to my group with a diagram, and then I pulled that diagram and put it up in the background and was kind of
the funnel.
Yeah.
The funnel. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. And
so how'd you do that?
So if you in your tools, basically, in your media, you go in, and I went into I saved it to make it really easy because you got a few things. And then basically, it's like a picture, and then I just displayed it, and boom, there it is right there.
Oh, so it's there. So it's there. It's either saved or it's on your timeline, right?
Something like that. Yeah, you've got to make it kind of easy to find for you because you've got limited options, which is just kind of cool.
It's still kind of limited. Facebook Spaces is still in beta mode, guys. So there's a lot of.
So what's interesting is that you can actually throw like a visually. This is one of my students. Let me see if I can skip ahead. She was actually going through like crypto charts in here, and so like it just makes it, like now I'm teaching in the chart. Oh, you guys can't see what the hell I'm talking about,
dude. That is awesome.
I want to see.
Now that's nice.
If I can put that. Danny, how about? Are you able to move into the camera here so they can see the?
Yeah, I should be able to move. Just want to make sure I don't hit my desk.
No, your fake desk or your real desk? Here, let me angle it. Let me angle it. You don't need to see the full thing. I just want to see what you guys to see what we're talking about here. So like Coop's awesome. Coop's video playing in the background, right? And she was going through stocks, and now I can be in the crypto world here. I'm really in the crypto world right now. So it's I like that. So that's the video, right? This is a video. Mm-hmm. And you can basically pull whatever out of Facebook and throw it up there. You just save it.
But you can't pull stuff from your group, so can you?
You can, if you save it, it'll be in your saved stuff.
Oh, that's right. You got to go to your saved. Okay. So everything that I want to put on VR, I have to make sure I have it in my saved area on Facebook.
Yes.
Yep, got it.
Yep.
Photos and videos. Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
exactly. Let's go back to, and so like we can also move. Like there's space. I think, where can we go? We can go over here. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's wild. So I'm gonna get this. We're gonna get out of the crypto. So guys, if you guys have questions, throw those down there. But otherwise.
Yeah, someone asked, is that a stock chart? Yeah, that was actually a video that Hector put up, guys.
So Kevin, that was a crypto chart by Coop, who's actually someone in the in our accelerator program, and she teaches on. She's actually got an ebook coming out on how to get involved in crypto. So that was her video, and so we're highlighting different things that you can do within the VR space to create a more engaged interaction for your customers, your audience, whatever it is that you want. Marshall says he wants to play. Marshall, come hang out, man. David, come hang out. It's sideways. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Oh, no, that's not it.
Yeah, all you need, because you told me yesterday that Oculus Go is getting ready to, I think probably come out, in a couple months?
Yeah, I think it's like a couple months.
Where you don't need a computer?
Yeah. I can't.
Right, but I think, we have right now, I have a gaming rig as well, a gaming machine. But then we also have the Oculus system, which is only... Oh yeah, people get motion sickness.
Sorry guys, close your eyes if you guys can't handle that. All right. Rachel says, besides Oculus goggles, what do you need? Yeah, I went out and I bought a virtual reality like PC. It was like, but so I'll tell you the story, Danny. We got married last month, and my wonderful wife.
Congrats.
Thank you. My wonderful wife wanted to get married on a yacht, and I'm like, I'm a fucking entrepreneur. Like, yeah, let's do it. Sign me up. And so I got us some time, and we ended up paying it off in like a month, which was nice because of wonderful chatbots and everything. But anyways, my gift to myself was a VR rig because I was going to use it for streaming, which is that's what I do a lot, right? And so it's just a business write-off for me. But I bought that was kind of my gift to myself for paying off the wedding. Oh, thank you guys for the love. We appreciate it. This is from you guys. So if you guys drop emojis, hearts, happy faces, we can actually play with them in VR here, which is just funny. So it's I got a VR computer, and I saw, Danny, they're like $700, like for a VR ready computer.
They're not that bad.
No, you used to have to put them together.
Inexpensive.
You used to have to like put them together on your own, and now you can just I went to freaking Fry's. I don't know if they have Fry's out there in Texas. I went to Fry's and walked out the door with one. So it was pretty simple. A little penny for sure, but pretty simple.
Right. Yeah, I actually used to build computers, mainly gaming computers, back when I was like in high school and stuff. And I just got mine from Best Buy. Don't get a Dell. I actually bought a Dell from Costco's. And I had so many problems with it, I returned it.
Wow.
And I got an iBuyPower. I think that's the brand name, but it's actually pretty decent.
I saw those.
It's runs every game maximum performance. I do my live DSLR with that as well, and then I'm using that for VR.
What is that?
So, it pretty much handles everything.
What is that you said? The VSLR?
No, I use my DSLR camera. I have a Canon 80D.
Oh, yes.
That connected right to my computer to live stream from my digital camera.
Right. Yes, that's what I realized, that my Mac couldn't handle my high def camera very well, and my computer does that pretty nicely. So, guys, we know. Thank you, Marshall. I know we're fucking cool. But I appreciate you guys saying that. If you guys have questions, throw those down there. Otherwise, we're just hanging out, and we're probably gonna, wrap this thing up in a few minutes, unless you guys have questions about marketing, Facebook, VR, whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. We're here, but we wanted to come on and do this because I don't know. We kind of wanted to do it because we've never done it before. So that was
exactly. We've never done it before.
Coop says, "What software you use?"
Yeah. So with my PC, I am using vMix. It's super easy to use. It's free, I think, for like the first 3 months, and it's pretty easy to set up. So vMix is the one I use.
What about Marissa's comment? Why don't you grab Marissa's comment?
Is Facebook dead? Yes, Facebook is dead.
It's dead. It's in the grave. Sell all your stock to me, okay? Give me all your stock, all right?
My head sideways.
Okay, cancel your ad account. Yes. stop, advertising on Facebook, please. No. I mean, in all reality, I was telling this to my students. I was like, I'm too big of a believer in Zucks to give up on him. I think that he is, he's responding hardcore, way harder than he needs to. And, I think it's a good play for him in the short term to get people off his back. But I think Zucks is too smart to let this thing go down. It's too big. Too many people are invested.
It's not only that, but it's too integrated with lots of different systems for it to just crumble.
Oh, yeah. You know, I was thinking about that. Like, I mean, yeah. It's just tough.
It's the integration.
Mm-hmm.
So, what software do you use for sales videos?
Sales videos? What?
Yeah.
What kind of sales videos? I like QuickTime. I use a Mac, and so I like QuickTime because it allows you to do quick screen records, and it allows you to do just movie recordings, and boom, you can edit and trim and crop and stuff. So that's what I use. I'm not a video editor though. I'm very low maintenance with that kind of stuff.
I'm not either. I use ScreenFlow, but then I started using QuickTime on my laptop, and I was like, why didn't I just use this from the beginning?
Yeah.
So it's free, right?
It's free.
I think most of us are Mac users, so.
Broadcasting from the grave. Yeah. So guys, I mean, here's what I would say, right? Is just like, I think what is more important is like really understanding that you need to diversify your stuff, right? Which is why I even like wanted to get into the VR space, right? It's like me trying to diversify what I'm doing and being able to offer to my business, my audience, all that stuff. And similarly, although Facebook is, a big part of it, it just makes it even more important to realize that you got to be ready, and I think that these things are kind of wake up calls for sure.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, VR it's not mainstream now. I don't even think it's close to being mainstream. But with the Oculus Go, like you told me about, that's getting, I guess, ready to probably be on sale. I'm guessing in the next 6 to 9 months. That's going to allow people, and it's only $199 from what I read. It's super cheap.
Wow. You
don't need a computer. You just put on your headset with your controllers, and you're good to go. But I think once stuff like that starts coming out, people will start catching on. So question for me, the best way to grow a Facebook group. So I mean, whoever you want in your group on Facebook, like for me, obviously it's other entrepreneurs and marketers. So my friends on Facebook are the majority of my, kind of ideal customer, right? Since I have a course and things like that. So I use that as leverage to grow my group. It just started dropping a lot of value on my timeline. I'm like, if you want this, if you want a funnel, if you want to walk through, go to my group and you'll find it there. So initially, that's how I started growing my group. And then from there, it was all about going live. Going live really helped in my group every day. I mean, I worked my group kind of like a full-time job at the very beginning.
You have to.
Kind of how I just grew it. Yeah, you kind of do have to. It takes up a lot of time. But at the end result, it's definitely worth it. So, and now it's just all organic. I get about anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 people a month just organically finding the group, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
So, yeah.
Great question, Tomas.
And besides real quick, but besides growing the group, for those of you who have like agencies or sell courses or anything like that, make sure that your ideal client is on your friends list on Facebook, because that's going to be your number one resource.
I think a lot of people miss that, right? They go, well, how do you get all this engagement? How do you get it? And it's like, well, we go out and we find and we targeted those people who would respond to our posts. And then that's how they got on our friends list. It's not like all those people just magically found us. So I think that a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, and just provide value. I mean, to be honest, even before last year, like in 2016, honestly, I was really nobody. People kind of knew who I was from different groups, but I just provide value. I showed my case studies, shared my tips and strategies, and just naturally people just would be attracted to that, because they saw me providing value for absolutely nothing in return.
Yeah.
So if anything, just share the knowledge that you guys have on your wall, and in different groups that allow it, of course. You don't want to step over boundaries.
The group is Entrepreneur Hustle. Yeah.
Yep. Entrepreneur Hustle.
Entrepreneur Hustle, guys.
The one and only. Actually, there's the Entrepreneur Hustle, but that's not the one. It's just Entrepreneur Hustle.
Entrepreneur Hustle. Go get in there, guys. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. I appreciate it. If you think that this kind of whole thing is cool and you enjoy these kinds of talks and conversations with interesting folk here in VR, give us the likes and the loves. That way we know. Because I didn't tell you this, Dan. Who knows what's going to happen? This might be like a gimmick, and it's like it moves on. But I thought that it would be important to at least share this with you guys, so that if you wanted to start thinking about how to apply this for your business, you can. So other than that.